Does that make thick, creamy, and tasty? $107 magic number today.
Magic number today, and we're celebrating today. We're celebrating somebody by the name of Matt H.
Hey Matt, thanks for being a Patreon. We appreciate it.
This was inspired by Matt. Matt got himself a bottle of Baker's 7 for the first time.
Yep.
And he said, would you guys do a tasting of it so I can taste along? Well, Matt, we are going to do you one better. We've got 4 107 proof bourbons, and let's quickly run down the line. I've got some numbers here because you know I like numbers. Let's start with the first one. It is a single barrel. It is Ezra Brooks from the Blue Store of Danville, Illinois.
Is that what it's called? The Blue Store?
That's what it says on the label. And that one, those sell in the neighborhood of $35 to $40
Love it.
ish, depends on where you're at. Next up is Nelson Brothers Whiskey, and this is the Reserve Bourbon, and it's 107.8 proof, the only one that's not exactly 107 proof, coming in at $65. Next up, Weller 107, the only wheated bourbon here. It's a Buffalo Trace product, of course. We get that around here for $50 because in Oregon, if you find something, it's MSRP, no sales tax. So some of you are spending a lot more on it out there. So it's a much loved bottle, much sought after, and we don't see it often, but $50. We haven't had an open bottle of this in a long time.
And I'm interested to see how this one's gonna do because it's not really my favorite.
It's neither of our favorite.
It's got a lot of bite to it, but that was early on in this journey that we've been taking over the last 2 years, so who knows if I'll like it now.
Let's see if our palates have changed. They absolutely could have. And finally, Baker's 7 Bourbon. It's our Jim Beam product. This one aged 7 years and 3 months. There's not much else to say. We're going to go from right to left, left to right. I poured them, Julie mixed them around. This is going to be a fully blind tasting and little A/B testing, and we'll let you know which ones we like best.
It's like the usual.
The usual.
I also realized that Matt can't drink along because we don't know which one's in this glass.
It'll be on the bottom of the screen. Good luck, Matt. We hope that this works out for you. And good luck, everyone. If you have these 4 bottles, why not pour them right now? Pause the video, drink along. I'm sure it'll go perfectly.
And it's gonna be in the same order, maybe.
Right.
Well, let's get to the nose.
On to the nose. Here we go.
Very oaky. A little strawberry in there.
I would totally agree with that.
It's nice.
That is nice.
It's very oaky.
Yeah. Glass number 2 here.
Yep.
Oaky again.
It is. There's a little bit of sugar in this one.
Yeah, I agree. Like a white sugar.
Yeah, it's a little bit muted. More muted than the nose on glass 1.
I do notice some caramel coming through there, though. Glass 3.
It smells vibrant.
I was going to say lively.
Oh, nice. I like it.
We're on the same page on glass 3 right here.
I'm kind of getting a bubblegum nose to it.
There might be like a cinnamony bitterness on this one.
It's a delicate oak presence.
Yeah,
Delicate.
very
Even
interesting.
though we just said it was vibrant, but I think it's more like the sweet flavors are vibrant.
Yeah. Glass 4. Oh, that's nice. That's jammy.
Oh, this is my favorite nose. This is kind of like a pie filling. It's got cinnamon sugar, cherries, I think, in there.
I was going to say bready, baked goods. This is a bake shop.
All right, let's taste these.
I'm so ready. Cheers.
Cheers.
Glass number 1.
It is very oaky. Woo!
Cinnamon.
That 107's kicked in.
Yeah.
A lot of cinnamon on this.
Wow. There's
It's warm, sorry.
really good flavors, though. Yeah, Kentucky Hog almost immediately. Rich. Okay, that's good whiskey.
It really kind of coats the throat really nicely. It's just one sip and it coats really nicely.
Yeah, right off the bat, glass 1 is great.
Got cherry on that.
Drink's cold.
This is gonna be kind of fun. These are gonna be delicious.
I think so, too.
I've been drinking a lot of lower proof stuff lately. This 107 should not be kicking my butt, but it is it's pretty warm.
We've been drinking a lot of scotch, a lot of Irish lately.
Yeah.
So over 100 proof doesn't happen a lot with those.
No.
Yeah.
It's nice to be back to these flavors.
I missed it too.
All right, let's do glass number 2.
Here we go. Glass 1 was an experience, wasn't it? It's great.
Having a great time. It's quite different than glass number 1. Got a little nuttiness on that.
Kind of
Like caramel nuts.
like a bitterness there. Huh.
Wow, that makes glass number 1 seem like this was just a sugar bomb compared to glass number 2.
Glass number 1, I think, had a lot more complexity than glass 2. At least that's how it strikes me right off the bat. This one's very pleasant.
It's just different.
It's definitely less striking. The strange thing is the prevailing flavor for me is sugar, but it's not as sweet. I don't know how to explain that. Are you getting any fruit on this one?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, none.
It's almost like cinnamon, bark, and oak.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I got a little bit of, nuttiness there.
You did say nuts. I'm not really getting the nuts there, but
All right, this is my vibrant bubble gum. Oh. There also is a little bit of nuttiness in glass number 3.
I got nuttiness on
But
this one.
it's like there's fruit mixed in.
Yeah.
Almost like a raisin or something in there.
There's some very bright red fruit right on the tip of the tongue, and this one goes bitter too. Interesting.
You're getting a lot of bitter. I'm actually not getting that.
A couple of these are pretty well aged, and I think that's showing up here. Wow.
I just realized, outside of the Baker's 107 and the Weller 107, I kind of forgot what we threw in here. There's an Ezra Brooks. Is
That's
that right?
Yeah.
And
And the Nelson.
forgot about that one.
That's got a terrific mouthfeel. It coats really well. The finish doesn't last all that long.
I don't know if this has a little bit of a minerality to it. I like it though.
Yeah, I don't dislike
I
it.
mean, I'm gonna like all of these, but still, yeah. That heat is building.
It is. We are fresh off of that UK trip, and
Yeah.
I have not had anything this intense on my palate in a while.
Yeah, it feels warm. We're only, 6 sips in.
We are out of practice.
All right, glass number 4.
The darkest of the 4, by the way, visually.
Oh, ooh, yeah, that's nice. I like the flavors of this one, but I'm actually, chocolate. I got a little chocolate on that. Holy smokes. That actually came through the fruit. There was like a nice oaky fruit, sugary presence, and then it was all milk chocolate.
Yeah. There's a nice complexity here. Like a dark chocolate covered strawberry that then shifts gears and finishes with some oak and vanilla. There's a lot to like on this one.
The nose now smells very much like wet, like rain-soaked wood.
Yeah, the oak is almost a musty oak.
They're all very different, but that one added just a little bit of extra flavor.
There's a little something going on there. And the finish is actually, it's bringing some cherry to the party, which I didn't get on the first taste. I got a little bit of strawberry, chocolate, that sort of thing.
And I wrote cherry down on the nose, but I didn't even think about it for the palate.
The mouthfeel, it's a little thin, but the finish here lasts a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Ironically, I don't know which one is the Weller. I thought that would stick out like a sore thumb just because of my past experiences with it, and I don't know.
I don't know what any of these is.
Yeah.
None of them is standing out, and the Baker 7 in the past has fooled us. We thought it was a Buffalo Trace product because it had so much red fruit on it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, here's where it gets fun. Let's go back the other way. It's so chocolatey now.
Yeah, that spice dissipates immediately and presents a
Yeah.
bunch of sweetness.
It is like chocolate-covered cherries, I guess.
It's pleasant.
Yeah, it's really nice. It doesn't have a super long finish. Actually, I was
Yeah.
just thinking about what can differentiate these glasses from each other, and I wanted to think about the finish, and this one is, I think, pretty short.
And it's a little thin to begin with. On the first way through, I was actually feeling like this finish was lasting a long time. And now on the way back, now that we've cleansed our palates fully, I'm finding it is still thin, but the finish isn't lasting as long. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how the rest of these perform here.
It is tasty.
I don't disagree.
There is a little bit of spearmint in there.
Yeah, it's almost like a mint chocolate chip ice cream if it was a little less peppermint and a little more spearmint. And the bitterness is back on this one.
My brain's thinking about this one. This one's really pleasant. I like the flavors. I'm trying to figure out if they all work together.
That's actually a great point. Yeah, I completely agree. Like the mint chocolate chip thing, great. Love that flavor combination. But the mintiness, it's just a little bit off. The chocolate, it's just a little bit bitter. It's not milk chocolate.
Yeah.
There's something that creates a bit of a weirdness there.
Yeah.
Didn't notice it the first time through, but
No.
coming off of glass 4, now it's showing up. You're right about that A/B testing. It's gonna be really important with this one.
Yeah. Oh, now there's a cat looking in the window.
She does it. She
She's
comes
so
to the front door
cute.
and hangs out and waits for us to let her in, and we usually do.
And she gives you just the biggest eyes.
I
love the
I
cats.
feel so guilty. It's not our cat. You
Yeah,
can't
I
just
know,
bring
you
her
can't
in.
just bring her in. I want to, though. All right, on to glass number 2.
I really like that glass.
I was just about to say that I'm not sure I like this glass.
Really? I think that there's a really nice oak and vanilla presence there. I like it a lot better coming back this way than I did on the way out.
Wow, and I liked it a lot better on the way out than I did on the way back. I just want to I want them all to come in first place. I don't know.
Everybody gets a medal here at the Bourbon Lounge.
No, that's not true. Glass number 1. The nose is so strawberry, but the palate isn't.
It's a mixed berry. There's some blueberries in there.
Blueberries, good oak. It drinks cold. Did you say that before?
Yeah,
That it drinks cold? It really does drink
it hits
cold.
your tongue and it feels cold. And there's a little cinnamon, a little nuttiness there. There's a lot of flavors I really like. And here's the thing about that bottle. Really, really cohesive.
Ooh.
Some of these I feel like there's flavors sticking out. This all works together and it lasts on the finish. I wrote down thick, creamy, tasty. Those aren't good notes.
No, I mean, it conveys something. I agree. It's delicious.
It's very good.
You're sick of hearing us talk. We're going to do some A/B testing. We're going to come back with our winners. Now I like number 2. Ah, shoot. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, I like that one. I just had like a yummy moment.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm finding this very difficult because I'm distracted by the cat in the door. I need 1 more minute because I'm just double checking my order.
Sure.
Because I do like them.
Yeah, they're all good. My lips are actually numb from all the cinnamon. The
There's
cinnamon's
a
crazy.
lot of cinnamon in this.
A lot of cinnamon.
In this lineup. Oh man, I really like that one. So meet Luna, our neighbor's cat. Do not tell Erica that she's in here. But we love her so much. She's not quite as calm as Norman used to be. She wants to just wander, and she's a bit of a bruiser. But look at how sweet she is.
She's such a sweet girl. We try not to let her in all the time, but
I know.
when the cat's literally knocking on your door,
What can you do?
what are you gonna do? We're not monsters.
We'll be right back. We gotta let her out, though. We just wanted you to see her. Okay, so I'm ready to make a decision.
What is your 4th place? Let's get to the list.
My 4th place is glass number 3.
Hey, same here.
Hey!
I said that one was a little bitter and a touch disjointed. Keep in mind, we did like all these, and this was actually really, really close. We were splitting hairs here.
I actually really enjoyed the experience of glass number 3, but there was something about the spearmint that kind of threw me off a little bit. It just didn't feel like it should be part of the sip.
What do we got here? This is glass letter B.
Letter B.
Ezra Brooks, the single barrel.
Interesting, because I thought for some reason this was going to be the Nelson.
What did you have 3rd?
And 3rd, I had glass number 2.
Me too.
Oh my goodness.
This is a little strange.
Is this going to be a bourbon van sweep?
It might be a sweep. I said that this one, the mouthfeel was the highlight. It coated very, very well. Just didn't have the flavor profile that I preferred out of these 4. I've got, oh dear, what is that?
Oh, I'm hoping it's an A.
Yeah, I would say that
great.
that's the closest thing. That's the Nelson Brothers Reserve.
Interesting. Yeah.
I did not expect that, actually. That mouthfeel is something else. What finished 2nd for you?
So my glass that finished in 2nd is my pure enjoyment glass.
Okay.
And that was glass number 4. And I could have, if I went with my heart, I could have put this in 1st place. The flavors were just so yummy and vibrant and Julie-esque.
Julie-esque.
They were just like fruity and delicious, and I just loved everything about it, but it was just a little bit thin.
Yep. Well, we are going to have the exact same lineup because number 4 was my 2nd place as well. I said it was a satisfying sweetness, and even though it was a little bit thin, that flavor profile was terrific.
Yeah.
So let's see what that one is. Letter D. Letter D is the Weller finishing in 2nd place
Holy
for
smokes.
both of us.
It didn't have that richness of glass number 1.
Nice flavors, not the most complex, but a really solid whiskey, and stand out for what I was preferring today, which with all this cinnamon on the table, that one actually brought something different to the table. That's why I enjoyed it.
Do you know what that means?
That means that Baker's 7 is our winner.
Which is crazy because Matt wanted a Baker's 7 review. I don't know if we gave you a good review here, Matt, but it came in 1st place, which actually kind of shocked me a bit.
I'm surprised by it as well. A Jim Beam product coming in 1st for us. We shouldn't be super surprised by that because we really like this whiskey. And I said that this one is complex, lasting, and cohesive in our A/B testing and in our 2nd round of testing. I said it was thick, creamy, and tasty. Apparently I have a type and that's it. It's very, very good.
Does that mean thick, creamy, and tasty?
What did you say about this one in your final analysis?
The balance was perfect. I really liked the flavor profiles. There was a good strawberry note, cinnamon, but it was a little bit muted, and the oakiness was great. But overall, I think it was just the finish and that richness that came across.
Baker 7, there you have it. Big winner here.
Also, legit cork.
Gigantic bottle topper.
Cork.
Absolutely. Well, this was all kinds of fun. For 107 proof, you have lots of great options out there at your local liquor store. Hopefully, if you can find one or any of these, I think you're doing pretty good. They're all very good whiskeys. So I hope that you were able to track these whiskeys down and taste along with us. And if you did, let us know what order did they come in for you. Matt H., thank you so much for supporting the channel.
Thank you.
And from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I still hear the cat. It's still in the house. You never let it out.
I did it.